Roman Reigns' potential opponent isn't ready to be on WWE's main roster. Real reasons why Jey Uso should dethrone Roman Reigns of the WWE Universal Championship. Bray Wyatt finally breaks silence amid lengthy WWE absence. Dominic Mysterio shuts down critics. Roman Reigns' cousin sends a message to everyone. WWE legend sends a message as Roman Reigns and the Bloodline are immortalized. Why Roman Reigns need to be extra cautious at SummerSlam? Let's jump right into it. Real reasons why Jey Uso should dethrone Roman Reigns of the WWE Universal Championship. The Bloodline saga has captivated WWE fans for several years now. While the story has roots dating back further, it truly kicked off in 2020 when Roman Reigns turned heel. He then formed his faction that dominated the promotion. The Usos, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn were all under Roman's thumb at one point, but 3 of the 5 men have abandoned the tribal chief over the past 6 months. One of them is gearing up to face Reigns soon. Jey Uso will seemingly clash with the head of the table at SummerSlam 2023 in Detroit, Michigan. The cousins wrestled before 3 years ago. Roman was always successful, but Jey has evolved and improved tremendously since then. While some fans will write off any hope of Jey winning in the wake of Roman's 3 years of dominance, there's a chance Uso could win. This piece will outline a few reasons why a win for Jey could and arguably should be on the horizon. Number 4. Jey Uso is very popular with the WWE Universe. WWE has been extremely lucky in terms of wrestlers becoming organically popular over the past year or so. The likes of Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and even LA Knight have all become massive stars in just a short period. Thankfully, WWE is spoiled by choice. Jey Uso has also become one of the company's most popular stars. Fans desperately wish for Jey to leave the Bloodline earlier this year and are over the moon to see him do so now. The company could capitalize on Jey's popularity by having him be the man to dethrone Roman Reigns. The audience loves him and wants to see Uso succeed. There's no bigger success than dethroning the tribal chief. Number 3. Roman Reigns should make a new star. Roman Reigns is on top of the world in WWE. People had the tribal chief pegged to be a top star from the beginning, but it could be argued that much of his initial singles push didn't quite work. Things changed after his return in 2020, however. The tribal chief clicked at a level very few other wrestlers ever have. As a result, Reigns has been the undisputed WWE Universal Champion for over 1,000 days, and business is stronger than ever. During that reign, he defeated some of the best wrestlers in the world. While business being strong could be reason enough not to dethrone the big dog, somebody needs to benefit from such an incredible reign. A wrestler like Kevin Owens or Seth Rollins shouldn't be who defeats Roman. Instead, a guy like Jey Uso, who is only just now breaking out as a solo star, should be the one to win. When better than at SummerSlam. Number 2. Main event Jey Uso is undefeated at SummerSlam. The streak is one of the biggest draws in the history of WrestleMania. The Undertaker went an incredible 21-0 at the grandest stage of them all, defeating Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer over decades. Nobody has managed to come close to the Deadman's incredible WrestleMania record. Despite that, Jey Uso is building up a bit of a streak of his own. Main event Jey is 4-0 at SummerSlam events. He picked up wins in 2016 and 2017 during the kickoff shows. He then won at the past 2 events too. While 4 wins are far from the Undertaker's incredible run, it could still be worth making sure Jey wins when he and Roman inevitably clash at SummerSlam. If Jey can keep the streak going for another few years, perhaps even another 5 or 6, fan intrigue will rise every year to see if he can maintain it. Number 1. Jey is one of the most authentic wrestlers in the industry. Jey Uso is a fantastic talent. He is one of WWE's most popular stars for a reason. He and Jimmy have put on a masterclass in tag team wrestling for over a decade. He's also incredibly charismatic and can deliver on the microphone above almost anybody. Part of the reason why Jey is so appealing on the mic and in his segments comes down to authenticity. He feels real. Everything that Uso does feels true to him, and fans gravitate toward that. It is rare to find a popular babyface who feels authentic. AEW had one in Eddie Kingston but never capitalized on it. WWE can use Jey's authenticity by having him dethrone Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. Bray Wyatt finally breaks silence amid lengthy WWE absence. Bray Wyatt has kept a low profile during his hiatus from WWE due to an undisclosed illness. However, the former Universal Champion recently sent out a message on social media. The Eater of the Worlds returned to the Stanford-based promotion with much hype behind him. However, his second stint with the company has been lackluster. Bray has wrestled in just 1 televised match since return. He looks set to clash with Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania 39, but the plans were nixed after the former was sidelined due to undisclosed reasons. It was later reported that the reason for Bray's absence is illness. While the star may be unavailable for in-ring action, WWE and 2K recently announced a new Revel with Wyatt DLC pack for WWE 2K23. The pack featured the addition of several wrestlers, including Bray Wyatt and Uncle Howdy. The Eater of the Worlds took to Twitter for the first time in a while to promote the pack, posting the circle emoticon he often uses in his cryptic posts. Bray Wyatt is one of the most intriguing and mysterious characters in pro wrestling today. While the star has failed to live up to his hype so far, things could have been different had he not been sidelined to health issues. It was recently reported that Triple H and Co. plan to add multiple members to the former Universal Champion's potential new stable, consisting of Uncle Howdy. The two names that were discussed to work with Bray were Eric Young and Alexa Bliss, with the plan supposed to kick in after WrestleMania 39. However, Wyatt's sudden disappearance led to a change in plans. There is still no confirmation on Bray Wyatt's return, with different sources reporting conflicting news. Fans will be hoping for the Eater of the Worlds to return soon and finally live up to the hype surrounding him. Who do you think Wyatt should feud with upon his return? Sound off below and let us know your thoughts. Dominic Mysterio shuts down critics. Dominic Mysterio shuts up his critics with a two-word message on social media. Ever since Dominic Mysterio joined Judgment Day, he has come into his own and become one of the top heels in the business. He can generate heat without even saying a word. After several months under the tutelage of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley, the 26-year-old has finally struck gold. This past week on NXT, Dominic challenged Wes Lee for the NXT North American Championship. Both men put on a fantastic match, but Dominic picked up a surprise win after his Judgment Day stablemates interfered. This win was Dominic's first singles title win since his debut and his first title win since turning heel. Following the win, he took to social media to silence his critics with a two-word message. "Stay mad," Mysterio wrote. It's no surprise that Dominic and Rhea's pairing has been a massive success in the WWE. Whether you love or hate them, it's hard to deny their chemistry. Hence, when Dominic won the NXT North American Championship, Rhea Ripley seemed one of the first to react to the ring. She took to Instagram to post a story with the following caption: "At Dominic_35 is the best at everything." This win against Wes Lee should help propel Dominic's already flourishing career to new heights and may even result in greater things in the future. What do you make of Dominic Mysterio winning the NXT North American Championship? Sound off in the comments section below. Roman Reigns' cousin sends a message to everyone. Current undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns and his cousins, the Usos and Solo Sikoa, are part of SmackDown. They have been dominating and stealing the show for over 3 years. One more cousin of Roman Reigns and a member of the Anoa'i family, Zilla Fatu, recently made his in-ring debut outside of WWE. He is also the son of legendary wrestler Umaga, who debuted at Reality of Wrestling's Summer of Champions X event on July 15th. Courtesy of the Samoan Spike finishing move, Fatu emerged victorious over his opponent at Hall of Famer Booker T's promotion. Like the former Bloodline members in the Stanford-based company, Roman Reigns' cousin is carrying the torch of the Samoan dynasty, starting his career from Raw. Since Zilla Fatu had his first victory, he has sent a warning to his fellow wrestlers from Booker T's promotion. "Time to run through everybody," Fatu wrote. The message by the 27-year-old is also a potential idea of him setting his eyes on Reigns, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa, followed by his wrestling debut. After the Bloodline Civil War match at Money in the Bank, fans witnessed the Tribal Chief setting a trap for the Usos only to betray them on WWE SmackDown. The Enforcer and the Champion brutally assaulted the twins, which led to Jimmy Uso being stretched out of the building due to injury. During a recent chat with co-host Rick Ucchino on Smack Talk, Dutch Mantel noted that WWE should set up a big twist at SummerSlam in the hands of Jimmy before Jey potentially dethrones Roman Reigns. Jey is going head up against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. The other brother, Jimmy Uso, is going to be involved and something's going to happen. And it may not be what the fans want to happen, Mantel said. Only time will tell how the story pans out between the two parts of Bloodline members before Zilla Fatu joins the company. Do you want to see Jey Uso dethrone the Tribal Chief? Sound off in the comment section below. WWE legend sends a message as Roman Reigns and the Bloodline are immortalized. Roman Reigns and his Bloodline may have imploded, but earlier they were untouchable and immortalized, as shared by WWE legend Paul Heyman. Since the inception of the faction, they have ruled Friday Night SmackDown week after week with sold-out shows. However, the same was witnessed on Monday Night Raw as Heyman shared a photo from last year on social media. On July 25, 2022, Roman Reigns, the Usos, came down to the Red Brand at Madison Square Garden with all their gold titles. The show was jam-packed, and this moment was captured with the Bloodline in one frame on the walls of the Garden. The Tribal Chief had the undisputed WWE Universal Championship that he gained from Brock Lesnar. Meanwhile, Jimmy and Jey Usos also carry the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship that they obtained from Team RK-Bro, Randy Orton, and Matt Riddle. Paul Heyman, on behalf of Reigns' family members, took to social media to share that they are honored by the presentation of the Bloodline on the walls of the world's most famous arena. "We are almost as honored to be enshrined in the hallowed halls of the hashtag world's most famous arena, hashtag Madison Square Garden. The Garden, as the Garden itself, must be honored to have us adorning their wall," he wrote. Since the company has officially declared the breakup of Roman Reigns' faction, a new stable is expected to succeed. On the other hand, Judgment Day is stronger than ever, with Damian Priest and Finn Balor settling their differences, Rhea Ripley as the Women's World Champion, and newly crowned Dominic Mysterio as the NXT North American Champion. According to the latest reports by WKRD Wrestling, the company can see Judgment Day stable as an ideal successor in terms of long-term story storyline. WWE see the Judgment Day as the successor to the Bloodline storyline in terms of fan interest and longevity. The Judgment Day's segments frequently gain major interest in the quarter-hour ratings and will continue to be a center point of shows moving forward. It remains to be seen if more members from the Anoa'i family get added to Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos storyline. Meanwhile, Judgment Day members are leading to add full-blown gold to their faction. What did you think of Paul Heyman's tweet? Sound off in the comments section below. Why Roman Reigns need to be extra cautious at SummerSlam? Roman Reigns' next title defense will take place at SummerSlam. The Tribal Chief will put his undisputed WWE Universal Championship on the line against Jey Uso. That said, Reigns needs to be extra careful or he might lose his title to his cousin at the biggest party of the summer. According to Twitter, Jey Uso's undefeated record at SummerSlam gives him a major advantage over Roman Reigns as they both head to Detroit, Michigan for the forthcoming premium live event. The 37-year-old star could take his 4-0 record to 5-0 on August 5. Jey Uso holds the distinction of being the first person to pin his cousin in WWE. The match occurred on the September 23, 2013 episode of Monday Night Raw and pitted The Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose against 11 other superstars, including the Usos. Main event, Jey also handed Reigns his first loss since 2019 when he pinned his cousin clean in their tag team main event at Money in the Bank 2023 in London. Only these superstars can rightfully state they pinned Reigns before Jey. The two superstars will meet face-to-face to discuss their terms of engagement for the match at SummerSlam this Friday on SmackDown. The last time the two crossed paths, Jimmy Uso left the building on a stretcher. Jimmy Uso was brutally assaulted by Reigns and Solo Sikoa during their tribal court segment on SmackDown 2 weeks ago. That led to Jey challenging his cousin for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the August 5th premium live event. With Jimmy unlikely to make it to SummerSlam 2023, it's possible WWE could book Ricochet to support his son as he looks to take the title away from the man who's bent on retaining his position at the top, even if it leads to the destruction of the Bloodline. It remains to be seen what terms of engagement Reigns and Jey will agree upon when they meet this Friday on SmackDown. Roman Reigns' potential opponent isn't ready to be on WWE's main roster. Wrestling veteran Disco Inferno believes Omos is not ready to be on WWE Monday Night Raw. The Nigerian giant joined the Stanford-based company in 2019. He made his main roster debut on Monday Night Raw the following year. Omos later aligned himself with AJ Styles, with whom the 29-year-old won the Raw Tag Team titles. However, he later became MVP's client after his split with the Phenomenal One. Nevertheless, Omos does not wrestle regularly. He is currently a free agent. During a recent episode of Keeping It 100, Disco Inferno addressed Omos' status in the Stanford-based company, stating that he is not ready to be on the main roster. The thing that kills these big monster guys, it's like Omos. He just comes across as too green, and the fans can see that. It's just he's not. He's just not ready to be a regular character on that show. He's green, so there's big men that know how to work. But when you don't know how to work, it kills the whole thing, he said. Over the past few months, Omos shared the ring with several top superstars, including Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, and current World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Recently speaking to the media, the Nigerian giant addressed his future in the Stanford-based company. He refused to rule out going after the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Where do I want to go? Do I want to go for the working title, or do I want to go for the head of the table? I don't know. Only time will tell, he said.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me